key history in the setup of FC Barcelona and even the history of UEFA Champions League because of the age or what currently as you speak. Checking age over 18 years and being the first young player to make 25 appearances in the UEFA Champions League. Say Lamine Yamal is currently the youngest player with me achieving that kind of record at the FC Barcelona. It's not only been 18 years and achieving that particular historical feat at the age of 18 years. Not only with that, but then at the age of 16 years, and our brand here friends say Lamine Yamal in that kind of derby Edema FC Barcelona at the time na Xavi Hernandez making sure so ordinate back and also ordinate into the team A of FC Barcelona in that particular moment in time. The first match of boy in the UEFA Champions League, was the game that Barcelona was playing against FC Porto, and in that game he was leveled at 16 years, and at that time he was answering 83 days ahead of the 16 years now with the now break that particular record at the time not Celestin Babayaro, and so it was 16 years plus 86 days also making the derby as far back in 1994 now obo Ediama the previous club and Osia can Edimomo at that particular material moment in time. That was last 2 years ago or last 2 seasons. We had a certain young boy called Lamine Yamal bringing into the shirt of Barcelona, and then he came to defy that particular odds and breaking that particular historical feat. Celestin Babayaro estate at the tour at the time and Osi Nakan in the year 1994. Also, not only with that particular history, so we'll check about one of these particular youngest player with me achieving a major feat in UEFA Champions League knockout clash. It has been a certain Lamine Yamal, and with me achieving that particular feat in the Edema Barcelona. At the same thing, so achieving that record under Xavi Hernandez when he was playing for Barcelona at that time. All PM in the derby in 16 years 83 days or making the knockout derby Edema FC Barcelona at that material moment in time he was 16 years 223 days, so just a few days ahead of that particular record as the youngest player to actually derby that kind of FC Barcelona match. He also made sure say in the knockout stages it cemented that kind of record Edema FC Barcelona, and also he became that youngest player to play consistently 10 number of games for FC Barcelona at the time. No, it was 16 years 278 days, and when you're Eddie Amanho, not only with that, but then the first youngest player to score both home and away in the UEFA Champions League match, even in the group stages and also in the knockout stages. Lamine Yamal making that kind of history at that material moment in time. He had that kind of history at the age of 16 years 241 days, and all that kind of history Edema FC Barcelona, and also he became the youngest player to score in the UEFA Champions League semi-final match at the time Barcelona elbow against Inter Milan at that time too. Now Lamine Yamal was 17 years and 291 days, and now obo at the side of FC Barcelona at the time no home and away matches. Lamine Yamal was able to score in those particular games for the side of FC Barcelona, and also in making that kind of things at the side of the FC Barcelona. It tells you say the guy has come to stay. This is a particular talent. Barcelona after Lionel Messi emerge na obriki edge the Ballon d'Or orgy a lot of titles at FC Barcelona. Barcelona had gotten another young talent or also a breaking the G's, making sure say obetima set history at the amount on one in the individual performance role, and also set a good performance for the side of FC Barcelona just to enrich him in the good mileage in the Barcelona team. So I believe say 25 games being that particular young player to ever had this particular history, and I think say is a good omen for Lamine Yamal in the UEFA Champions League playing for FC Barcelona under Hansi Flick. But then a lot of matches able to me Atuja in the UEFA Champions League, and one of the few matches I made to me do home common is the match against the side of Manchester City and then